call this beat Will Smith, cause it slaps hard. Hear it not when I pull up on your boulevard.
This guy left a comment. He said, I have a question. What if you're pushing yourself to be more social and eventually start talking to a lot of women at the same places like work or the gym, and not just try to hook up, but just to practice? Does it start to make someone look more thirsty, even though it's just casual? Or does it make women like you more? Of course, I talk to dudes too, so it doesn't look like I'm just on the prowl to get to know women, but that I'm social overall. Sometimes I feel like I'm doing too much, but then again, it's helping my social skills. I'd love your feedback. So I get what you're saying, guy. You're saying, hey, I'm awkward with women. I want to go out there to be able to practice with them on a social level, but I don't want them to think that I'm using them, or I don't want them to think that, because I'm talking to a bunch of other women also, that they're less special. And I'll say that's kudos to you for being a nice guy, because that's a nice guy thought. A nice guy thought of like, I'm doing this personal exercise to get better, but I don't want them to view like I'm using them. That is very admirable. Understand there are women out there that are doing that too. Like, I know we get in our heads about how awkward as guys we can be. I can assure you, there are more women out there that are more anxious than you are. And so you're going up to a woman, for example, thinking, okay, I'm gonna awkwardly try to start this conversation with her because I need to practice. And she could be sitting there like, man, I've been waiting for a guy to come up to me so I can practice my conversation skills, because I know I can't approach them because I'm a girl and I don't want to look like the aggressive one. But if a guy comes to me and starts talking, I can practice my skills too. So that's the first thing, is that you don't know if a woman's also waiting to be able to practice her skills on you, all right? But more importantly, you're not, even if you're using these women to try to get better at talking to them and being less nervous, the reality is women just like conversation. And so you don't have to have an agenda to talk to women. Like, I know we get in our heads about, I got to have a conversation go a certain way, or I got to talk about specific topics, but women, for them, the conversation is the fun. So if you just happen to go up to a couple women at your job and you start a conversation for like maybe 2 or 3 minutes and then move on to somebody else, they're just happy that you interact with them. So many women in this world, believe it or not, actually get ignored or don't have guys approach them at all, that they're just happy when any kind of guy is going to approach them and talk to them. And you being a good guy, I assume you're going up to them, asking them about their day, about their likes, about their dislikes. Like, that's a friendly conversation. It's totally fine to go up to women to just practice having friendly conversations. Because I'll tell you now, when you get into a relationship with a woman, that's all you're doing. I mean, you're having sex like 5% of the time, but 95% of your time with the woman is going to be talking. And if you don't know how to do that, you're going to be at a loss. So don't think it's a bad thing to practice going up to women to have friendly conversations, because you need that practice. And the better you get at it, you're going to start to find that women are going to actually enjoy those conversations. And then some of the women that you talk to in these friendly conversations are going to like the feeling you're giving them, and then say things like, oh, hey, by the way, like, what's your name? Oh, hey, you know what? I'd love to continue this. Like, here's my Snapchat. Here's my Instagram. Here's my phone number. Like, you'll start having women do that also. But also, you should not feel bad if you also ask for some numbers. Like, now here's the thing. You're also thinking, I get it. If you talk to one woman, what if you're talking to one woman, you have some good banter, and then another woman sees you talking to that woman? How's she going to feel about that when after she saw you talk to this woman, you're not coming up to her to talk to her? In the words of the late, great Doc Love, kitty cats compete. And what he used to always say was that women want guys that other women want. So let's say you're talking to one girl, right? You're having a little flirtatious conversation. You're not seemingly overly aggressive in that conversation, but you're definitely having a friendly conversation, right? And then she just happens to give you a number. Now you go over to this girl. Well, this girl saw you talking to this girl, right? And you're thinking she's going to judge you on that, right? But what did the woman actually see? What the woman saw was another woman vetting you and saying you are worth attention, because she gave you the number as if to say, I want more of your attention later. So now this other woman has basically signaled to this other woman that you are the guy that she should be going after. And now she's going to be thinking in her head, man, he had a great conversation with her, which means that he must see her as such a great woman. Well, I want to feel like a great woman too. So if he comes I hope he comes talks to me, and I'm going to try to give him a better conversation than she got. So this is why I tell you guys time and time again that the things that attract women and the things that attract men are inherently different. Because we know if we're talking to a girl and then we see that girl go talk to somebody else, we're thinking, oh my gosh, she's so loose. How could she do that? She talked to me. She's playing games. Most women don't think that way. Most women are thinking he's talking to her and now he's coming to talk to me. She already validated him, and now I want validated proof from him, because if he's only talking to the hottest of girls in here, I want to be one of those hot girls also. I hope he comes talks to me. So you end up being the person that's basically in charge of these interactions, and you're the top dog. Women want to talk to the top dog. Think about this. I've seen little videos where, like, let's say like somebody like a Chris Brown or a Jay-Z or whatever are performing, and then they go back to the hotel, right? You will see a line of women going after this one guy. And none of those women are thinking, oh, well, there's a girl in front of me, so, oh, he's such a slime bag. No, what is she doing? She's going to be in that line. She's girl number 4. And you know what? She's happy to be girl number 4 because the top dog is the one that everybody seems to want and has been validated and is being shown as the guy that everyone should want. And she wants to be part of that. So you can't judge women in the same way that guys would judge each other. Like, women aren't going to judge you heavily if you're talking to other women, all right? Women will barely judge you if you're sleeping with other women. Like, if they can sense that you're a guy that probably is sleeping with other women, their thought process is, wow, that must mean that other girls are choosing him. And I want to know what that's about. And also, the fact that he's sleeping with them means that he's choosing them, and I want to be chosen also. And again, to guys, it makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. But I tell you guys all the time, you can either try to logically understand women, or you can just say, okay, this is what works. I'm going to do that. And so the reality is, like Doc Love used to say, kitty cats compete. If you're talking with other girls in your environment and one happens to see you talking to another one, that girl wants you to talk to her because she doesn't want to be left out. All right. So hopefully this helps you out. Guys in the comment, like a Gucci bag, woman wants what every other girl wants. Exactly. And that's just because, again, their whole thing is this. You got to think about the dichotomy of women and how they choose men, right? They're looking for a man that can be trusted and that seems to know what he's doing with women, because a guy that doesn't know what he's doing with women is a very unsafe guy to men, because there's too many situations that come up in a woman's life to where she needs a guy around that knows how to calm her down, how to get her to safety, how to make her feel better. And so you demonstrate that you know what you're doing with women by other women picking you and saying basically, yeah, this guy gets it. So that's why men that are married typically get hit on more so than when they were single, because it's basically saying, the ring is basically saying, hey, this guy knows what he's doing. And right now, women are dating guys that don't know what they're doing, which is why I have a whole channel, because guys come here that don't know what they're doing and hopefully learn more so they know what they're doing. And I've had plenty of comments from guys saying that they now know what they're doing because they watch my stuff. So that's why you will start to get better results as you know more of what you're doing, which is why you need to go to the website, introvertdatingsuccess.com, click on my eBooks, audiobooks, programs. I have freebies there also, but all these things are designed to give you the knowledge so that way you can learn how to be a guy that's knowledgeable of women, be able to date as your introverted self, and of course, still get your precious alone time. All right, guys?
You's a bad boy, but you can't stop, won't stop. You a high earning, high value, high class man. You a high earning, high value, high class man. You a high earning, high value, high class man. You a high class man. You a high class man. You a high earning, high value, high class man. You a high